Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Kyle of Hollywood, and so I'm just gonna take a little walk down Sunset again. So I've done, and I'm doing this on purpose so that you can kind of see how things change and don't change as we go along here. So I'm at Martel, I'm on Martel right now, and I'm gonna walk down to Sunset and make a left. And this has been an area where it's been like cleaned up, and then you see some tents, and then it gets cleaned up again, and you see some tents and that kind of thing. So it's like it's with the city, you know, how they're dealing with the situation and what it looks. And then, you know, we're just gonna walk and talk and, you know, see things together. And I'm just gonna show you as it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything or try to make things sound worse than they are. Let's just go, like, you know, look and see kind of what's going on. And this right here is a beautiful tree. It's my favorite, Jacara, I think. Yeah, big purple tree. So yeah, so let's go ahead and take a walk right now down Martel and see what we see. So right here, this is where, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, because how would you know? I'm just going to tell you because this is what it was. There were some tents here, and as you can see right now, there's like burned spots on the ground. So there was a fire here, and that happens sometimes with tents. Like, you know, people decide they want to light up a cigarette or whatever, and tents are, like, you know, super flammable, and then they end up burning down to the ground and causing stuff like that on the sidewalk. All right, so this is we're about to make a left here on Sunset, and what we're gonna see is just kind of like what's happened recently. So it was pretty cleared up, and because there's gonna be people there, I'm not really gonna talk in a minute here as we're going walking on Sunset. You'll see why in a second. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it chill. So all right, let's take a walk. Yeah, so if you remember last time, there was fewer tents here than there are now. So that is an update of that little section that I had showed you guys last time. We're about to the corner of Sunset and Fuller, which is right by the rock and roll. Whoa! See, when you don't look where you're going, you trip on things. So always look where you're going. So this is Sunset and Fuller. And I do need to go into the Rock and Roll Ralph's to pick up something. So I'm gonna go in there, and then we'll keep walking. Hey, by the way, thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching these videos and stuff like that. I like making them, and so click like on it if you like watching them, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you want to see more stuff like this, you can support the Patreon, Kyle Hester Actor Guy, and all of that is going to go to my current film, Creature 6, and the future films coming up, which we will talk about as we go. So, thanks for coming along. This should be familiar by now, the Ralph's Experience, Rock and Roll Ralph's. Those are big giant speakers. Oh yeah, it even says that right on the glass. There you go, people, you're famous. I mean, truth be told about the Rock and Roll Ralph's, it's nothing more than any other Ralph's. It just happens to be on Sunset Boulevard. So they did have a lot of music playing in there, so I couldn't really do much in there because, you know, the whole, like, you know, YouTube music listening, not being able to put a video on because of the music thing. So yeah, so that was there, and I got some bleach. So Sometimes you get bleach at stores, you know. When I was like 6, I remember this. We were driving down the road, and it was really busy traffic. And my mom and dad were in the front seat, and my sister and I were in the back seat. And I asked a simple question: why is there so much traffic? And we happened to be going to get milk at the time. That's why we were driving. We're going to the store. So and then I asked the question: is everyone else going to get milk right now? I thought that was a brilliant question. So maybe when you're in traffic, everyone's just going to get milk too. Yeah, so right now we're at Sunset and Poinsettia, and just gonna walk up around to see what's down the street here, what's in this neighborhood. Okay, so there's a funny movie, something about living in a van down by the river. So if you know that movie, put it down in the comments below. There's no river here. I mean, there's the LA River, which is a man-made river. It's concrete. You've probably seen, you know, people getting swept there during storms and whatnot, but it's not really a river. So what I'm planning on doing when I have some time is I'm gonna basically do kind of like 2 or 3 big block walks down Sunset and down Hollywood to kind of give you a grid of what things are like in Hollywood and you know what you can see. So I'll be doing that here in the near future, because I think that my current working situation will be slowing down, and so I'll have more time to work on YouTube channels and Preacher 6. So that's cool. So this is Hawthorne and Fuller. Now, a bazillion years ago, I lived in this building right here on Fuller. So pretty cool. It's got a big old pool in the middle of it. Yeah, so this is basically a block off of Sunset, and these are the kind of buildings that you would see right a block off of Sunset in the Hollywood area of Fuller. So yeah, it's condominium right there. Hollywood Regis condos. I think they used to be like apartments for rental, but they put the word condominium on it, and all of a sudden you can charge like a lot more for them. So marketing. Stay in school, kids. Okay, so right now we are at Hawthorne and Martel, and if you remember, Martel was the street that we started at in this video, where I said we're gonna go right around the corner here, and I'm gonna show you what a burned out tent, you know, leaves on the sidewalk. So that was in the beginning of this video, and now we're just walking down the rest of this street. So this is the street. Just right up from that. Got beautiful apartments, big apartment buildings all over the place. And then just right down there, you have all that other stuff that you saw in the beginning, the tents and whatnot. So yeah, it's a very interesting place to be. It's an interesting time, and I'm gonna show it all to you. The Alexio. It's kind of like the Alex, but with an EO at it. Makes it sound more cool. Got the Marlin Manor apartment homes. See, if you put the word homes after apartment, it also will let you be able to charge a lot more money. Just add words, people, you know. Sandwich. If you have a restaurant, sandwich especial. Just add a word to it and then charge like $1.50 more. I'll take 5% of every sandwich of that more that you make from that idea. You know, it's kind of like the toothpaste ad where, remember this toothpaste where you had the ad and like you got your toothbrush and then they put that little flip on it, you know, that little flip of toothpaste right there, and that little flip of toothpaste in the art made that toothpaste company, I don't know which it was, Crest, Colgate, I don't know, doesn't matter, but it made that company a lot more money just by changing the art of the toothpaste, because then everyone started doing like the toothpaste with the flip on it, so you use more toothpaste, sell more toothpaste. First place $10,000, second place steak knives, third place you're fired. Boom. All right, and we are full circle to the Jacara tree. Jacara. Anyway, the big beautiful tree that rains down purple leaves on everything. So I love them, but they are a mess. If you like this sort of thing, please click like on it, subscribe to the channel, watch all my stuff, and I'm gonna have lots of this kind of stuff coming up and lots of other kind of stuff coming up as well. Big stuff. And by the way, if you like scary stories, I have another YouTube channel called Scary Campfire Stories, and that's what it's all about. And I do all the voiceovers and whatnot, and I'm gonna be doing a lot of stuff on that. So if you like that sort of thing, then hi, squirrel. Oh, there's another one. What are you guys doing? No. Okay. Squirrels just wanted to come say hey. So we just said hey to the squirrels because we were talking about, you know, Scary Stories channel. I will leave the link in the description to that channel, and please go subscribe to it and watch some Scary Stories stuff. And we're going to be doing the top 10 scariest places in all 50 states. I've already got 4 states up, so go check it out. Yeah, and grab a t-shirt. Grab a I Love Indie Film t-shirt. Grab an I Love Indie Film t-shirt. The link is also in the description, and you guys are awesome. Thank you all so much. I will see you on the next one. Do you hear that? All that sirens? That happens all the time. It's like the background music. It's crazy. All right, we'll see you soon.